In part 2 of Forged by Fire by Mila Grigg, we find the same 4 parts again: the spark, the fuel, the fire, and from that, the heat. The spark of this chapter is knowing your purpose. In this, she dives into the fact that your why is your purpose. Your why is what makes you, you. So if you do not have a why, then no one will care, because you don't actually have a purpose. Your purpose could be to sell things. Your purpose could be that, but it's not a true, in your heart, why. And that's the spark. That's what gets all of this started. You have to have the desire to actually go get it and have a why behind what you do. The fuel of this is saying that your why truly does matter. I mean, check in with yourself. Like, do you have a why? Like, she goes into the fact of, in this chapter, the fact that, have you actually taken inventory of your professional, personal, and athletic life, or any other areas that you may find yourself in, and have you actually checked on yourself and found out if you do have a why? She goes into this chapter about how your why leads the most effective out of anything. You can lead with bossiness, you can lead with many other things, but the thing that will lead best is your why, because people care about a why. In a survey done, they actually found that 83% of buyers or clients care about a CEO or a leader's why a lot. And in that survey, it found that it actually affected their buying habits. So if you're trying to sell something, then this is really important and you should definitely do it. The fire of this that comes from the spark of that fuel is that every great leader has had an awesome why. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. It just has to be a why. It doesn't have to be grand, and you just have to get it and then run with it. Whatever you have, get it and then go with it. Pray about it. Figure out what your personal why for what you do is. If there's no reason, then you shouldn't be doing it. There's absolutely no reason. She goes into the book and points out something that I thought was really cool. Jesus, he didn't come to the world to rule, to reign only, but he came to the world to save. His why was to save. His why, even though he came to rule and reign and he sits on a throne, the reason he does that is because he wanted to save you and me. And that was Jesus's why, and it leads to this day. The heat of this chapter was find your purpose. Just do it. What would you do for free? What brings you joy? What exalts Christ in the process of doing so? Christ's calling on your life is your why. And as Christians, we have that placed in our heart. So what would you do for free, and what brings you the most joy? And that will put you on the path to finding your true why. Thank you so much.